I cannot imagine working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. We are supposed to work 8 hours a day, sleep 8 hours a day, prepare home-cooked meals and snacks, exercise, maintain a social and family life, most likely have a side hustle or business to live comfortably, live a little Friday evening, live a little on Saturday. Sunday we clean and get ready to do it all over again. This is so depressing. I survived cancer this year, and being out of the rat race for a year made me realize how much society sucks and how screwed I am for the next 60 years. Been feeling this heavy recently. I'm currently looking to get into another career with a bit more fulfillment and meaning. If I'm going to waste my time at work, I'd rather it be helping the people. Just gotta keep pushing for 32 per hour work weeks, but I think we're a few decades away from that kind of change. It's depressing. I'm 40, and sometimes at the end of the day a thought crosses my mind. How can you do this for 20 plus more years? Quote, that's good. 9 to 5 no longer exists. 8 to 5 unpaid lunch hour. The only way things will change is if we come together and unite against it. Vive la France. You don't have to live like this. There is a better way. Research specifically the lean side of it. Understand that capitalism has convinced us to be slaves. We do not need the objects they are selling us. Reduce your living expenses and reduce your need to work for a wage from someone else. Live life as it was meant to be lives. Simply, freely, and on your own terms. I graduated college at 22 with a degree in finance. Worked as accountant for 7 years. Hated every second of it. Went back to college at 29 and got a second degree in computer science. Currently work from home as an IT support engineer. I make over 6 figures and probably work 5 hours a day total. The work allows me to design and think about side projects as well. I also frequently take weekend trips and even weekday trips as I am fully remote, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. The decision to go back to school literally changed me life and outlook on it. There's hope. You could join the sub for personal finance and learn about financial independence and retire early. FIRE. There really isn't a retirement age unless you are waiting on the government to tell you when, so they can pay out some social security. It's not enough to live on. So no point on waiting for that. Invest as much as you can by lowering your expenses as much as you can. Once you have 25 times your annual expenses, you can live the rest of your life drawing 4% and never run out of money, nor lower your starting amount. That's good because 95 don't exist anymore. It's 85. This is why some people choose to be homeless. They have zero interest in participating in that cycle. I think this realization is what leads people to change their situation. Everyone needs to unionize. I get paid lunch. Time and a half after 8. Time and a half on Sundays. If I am too busy to get lunch, I get a meal penalty, which is time and a half for all the work after the meal I missed. All that and all the other benefits to being a union. I am about to turn 60 and my heart is broken. I had so many things I acted to do with my life. I dreamed that someday I would make it to university or college. I wanted to create art, read mountains of books and write. I was once pretty good and had a small piece published. I wanted to cook elaborate meals for my family. I dreamed of starting my own business. I wanted to decorate my house the way I wanted it. Just once. I wanted to travel. Want to hear my Oturag travel dreams? I wanted to visit Washington, D.C. for 2 weeks to visit all the Smithsonian museums. I wanted to hike and kayak and take beautiful pictures. I am 60 and none of this will ever happen. I have been working for 40 years making other people rich, and I am left with a life not lived. My employment ensured that I could never have the right combination of money, time, or energy to do anything that would bring me joy. I have had to accept the fact that I will probably drop dead artwork because I don't see myself ever having enough money to retire. It is unimaginable. You are not wrong. And it is sad and rage-worthy. When I look back on my life, all I see is my job leeching my life away. I live in Canada, so if I get too sick to work, the government will help me kill myself, so I am no longer a drain. I truly hope that something changes for you young people and you are able to fit some joy in your life. My sincerest hope is that your generation doesn't get to 60 and look back with regret in life. If you can make a comfortable living in the US only working 95, you should consider yourself one of the extremely lucky ones. You don't have to. There's always 62, 73, 84 and second and third shifts. You mean 8 to 5. If you have a degree of any kind, are a little attractive, and willing to travel, you could be an English teacher in Japan. I did it for 2 years. Worked 17 hours a week. Saved $700 a month and had a great time. I wish I were still there. I can't imagine working 5 days a week for the next 10 years. Assuming I minimized all my spending, that is all I have to show for it. Trying to use that info to improve on my life. I'm a process engineer and I have been working 8 to 6 for 3.5 years. 95 job feels like a dream. I don't mean to laugh, but all I can think about are the lyrics to the song, Ordinary Average Guy, by Joe Walsh. It spells out our lives so well.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.